Hi, everybody. I want to give you a quick update on what we just came through in our Bible class. Just a powerful moment where we are discussing altars. This is somewhat new teaching for the people in my church. It's really a new teaching for me, but I'm hearing God more clearly than I've ever heard him, and I'm hearing him tell me to speak about altars. One of the main definitions for altars is that they are places of influence, high place, the God's table, place of sacrifice, the place of slaughter. But one of the ones that really got me is that it is a place of a marker. It is some place that you commemorate an encounter with God. When I was reading the Bible and noticing in Noah, I was Noah in Genesis chapter number 8. Soon as Noah got off the ark, the Bible says that God told him to take the animals, the birds, and his family, and everybody out. The first thing Noah does, you would think, is kiss the ground, look around at his new surroundings. He's like the king of this world. I mean, he's the only one there in terms of a patriarch. But the first thing he does is build an altar. Reason why he builds an altar, because altars are territorial. Altars distinguish who's the influence in your life. I learned something here. I learned that when God blesses you, when God gives you victory, whether small or great, first thing we should do, one of the first things we should do is build an altar to remind ourselves what God has done for you in your life. Well, how do you build an altar? You do something in your life that will always remind you of God, whether that is to add an hour to your prayer, add some moments to your prayer, add another fast day to your week. But you should do that because you're commemorating to God what he has done for you in your life. One of the problems today of the church is that we quickly forget what God has done. We got reminders for everything. I got Dish Network, so we got DVR. All my kids got reminders of their shows that come on. My wife too. They got reminders of when things will happen. We got reminders to wake us up, reminders to do that. And what has happened, because the church is not reminding themselves of God's presence, we are walking, or rather we're living off of fumes of what we do habitually. Nobody has to remind me to go to work. Nobody has to remind me to put my key in a car to turn it on, because those are habitual things. And after a while, I'm void of remembering it because it's automatic. But what happens is, for the church, we have to remind ourselves, build an altar unto God. The Bible says build an altar unto God. We have to commemorate who he is. I hope that helped you. It's just my little part that I'm doing tonight. God bless you. I love you. I'll see you next time.